In ancient days, there is a mystical system that allows us to predict the outcomes of our actions, manipulate the forces of the universe to help us achieve our goals in life and manifest and bend reality. That system is known as Qi Men Dun Jia. In this video, I'm going to talk about what is Qi Men Dun Jia and how you can use some of its principles and methods to help you change your life. But before this, please click on the subscribe button and hit on the bell icon to get notified for any further new videos that we're about to release. Now, let's continue. So, Qi Men Dun Jia is one of the three main oracles in Chinese metaphysics. The three main oracles of Chinese metaphysics since ancient days are Taiyi numerology, a system that is used accordingly to the mystics. They can actually predict when's the next natural phenomenon or earthquake or disaster happening. Very little notes and pieces of documents are still available today. The second system is known as Liu Ren. Lok Yam San Fo or Liu Ren is a method used to calculate. When you see in some Chinese movies, they did this and they calculate what's the next right move and what is the next prediction for any mundane matters. Well, that's the Liu Ren method to talk about actions and motivations of people. And the third system is known as Qi Men Dun Jia. Now, Qi Men Dun Jia is supposedly originally a system of metaphysics used in battles. Back in the ancient days, there are warring states. There are, conquerors and they have conquests and they need to be able to predict the movements or the decisions of their enemies. They need to understand the terrain because they've never been to such terrains. They need to understand the weather condition, the climate, and the morale of their troops. And more importantly, their decisions on where to attack, how to attack, when to attack, and what are the ways they can outsmart the enemy. To do that, they use the art of Qi Men Dun Jia. So originally it's warcraft. Qi Men Dun Jia primarily today is used for decision making. A lot of Asian business tycoons use the services of a Qimen practitioner to sort of map out the possible outcome of their important multi-million dollar decisions, because decisions is what really shape destiny. And if you could just make more right decisions along the way, it leads to the destiny that you want. So Qi Men Dun Jia, like a battle plan, plots out the potential problems, obstacles, challenges, issues as a result of deciding on a specific decision. So it's like a battle plan, but it's not exactly in real life battle, but more in a business battle. So a lot of people use that as a form of forecasting. So 90% of the system of Qi Men Dun Jia today is used for forecasting our decisions. So if you think about it, everything in our lives starts from a decision that we make, all right? To change job, not change job, to launch a project, not launch a project, to start a business or not start a business. If you do start a business, what's the next right step to take? Everything, we have these questions. What do we do? Will we get the outcome that we want? So we forecast it. Qi Men Dun Jia allows us to see that decision from 8 different perspectives, because there are 8 directions in a battle plan. So 8 different perspectives, from perspective of blockages, from the perspective that is most profitable, from perspective that it gets most support, educational, or maybe the most fulfilling relationships. So it allows us to see. It doesn't decide for us. Qi Men doesn't predict the future. It allows us to forecast the likely outcome of a decision we make. So 90% of Qi Men is used for that. Now, suppose we don't get the outcome that we want in Qi Men. We predicted, we plotted a chart. And by the way, if you would like to plot a Qi Men chart and see how it works, you can follow this link that you see on the screen right now. It leads you to the Qi Men Explorer that allows you to do 2 charts. One is the forecasting chart and the other one is a destiny chart. Let me explain further. In Qi Men, you can forecast a specific outcome, and if the outcome is not favorable, you can decide to change it. Change the strategy, change the outcome, change the focus, change the outcome. So it tells you what to change. Now, sometimes it's not a strategy problem. Sometimes it's a personal problem. Some people have blockages internally, or a capacity problem, or a belief problem. You know what they say? It takes money to make money. This is wrong. It takes courage to make money. It takes courage to make the first change. It takes courage to, improve a relationship. It takes courage to stand up to bullies. So if we are missing this in life, how do we change that? Well, there is this thing called life force energy that is in every human being, and there's the spiritual higher intelligence. So Qi Men Dun Jia can also map out the internal battles that we have. our own Qimen destiny chart to find out what our spiritual alignment is. How do we get connected to this higher intelligence? For some people, they're more intuitive. Somehow there's a voice or there's some, inkling to do the right thing. Well, some of us are disconnected from it. Using Qimen, you can look inwards and reconnect with this so-called intuition or intelligence, so that now we're more aligned with spirit. Now with that, we get guidance, we get support, we get the encouragement and motivation, that drive, that passion, it comes from the internal. So internal Qimen is known as Qimen destiny. Now if you would like to plot your Qimen destiny and learn something about it, make sure you subscribe to my channel. There are videos that me and my team create to help you understand what your personal spirit element in your Qimen chart actually talks about. So remember to subscribe and click on the bell icon. Now, when it comes to your personal Qimen, every one of us is guided by 4 factors. Spirit is our deity. Okay, now we use the word deity, it sounds like there's a God somewhere guarding us. It's not, it's basically our subconscious mind. When we understand how this subconscious or this higher intelligence works, we can connect to it, program it, and manifest or bend the reality that we want. So Qi Men Dun Jia allows us the tool to see what's the best way to do it, how to do it, and get to that outcome. It also can explain to us some of our habits, our needs, our desires, and it also can tell us what our strengths, our capacity, our talents are, and who are the people who can help us at any one point in time. That's the interesting thing about Qimen. So as you can see, it's all about winning in life. So if there is a specific goal, if you want to achieve something in your career or form an empire or maybe form a business team, Qimen is one of the best tools to use. So amongst Qimen, there are many different subsystems. Primarily, people use Qimen for forecasting an outcome. So to forecast an outcome, first you gotta have a desired action, and then you forecast the outcome of that desired action and what are the obstacles or support that you get along the way. The second primary purpose of Qimen is called Qimen Strategic Execution. Qimen Strategic Execution, it's about selecting the right time to do the right thing to get the best optimal outcome. So let's just say now you want to launch a new product. What's the best market to launch this to? When should you do it? What are the touch points that you're supposed to initiate or supposed to actually fulfill? What is the needs of the market that you might be missing out on? What could be the problems in terms of your promotion and advertising? You can forecast that and select the right time to do certain activities to get to the outcome that you want. That's called strategic execution. Now there's also Qimen Feng Shui. Qimen Feng Shui is the ability to do remote viewing. Sometimes before you reach to a house, or especially here in Malaysia, sometimes you buy a house just based on paper, right? You've never been to the house, or you have not seen the house before, but you want to know the feng shui, the environmental influence of that property. You can do a Qimen Feng Shui to forecast or to see remotely what sort of energy affects that area or affects that property. That's Qimen Feng Shui. And there's Qimen Destiny and Life Transformation. Qimen Destiny is about understanding your guardian spirit or your guardian deity. It's about understanding your inner potential, your spiritual alignment, what are the healing capacities. Sometimes people have super healing abilities that are not awakened. Some people have really great memories. Some people have super learning abilities. How do you awaken that? That's in your Qimen Destiny. That's a so-called, just think of it like X-Men, right? Or you're from the Avengers. There's some superpowers that are latent in you that's not activated. Your Qimen Destiny explains that. It is only a superpower because it's not common to a lot of people because they don't activate it over time. But in their more relaxed form, sometimes people are just generally intuitive. Some people have more powerful sixth sense. Some people have a premonition about the future. Well, you might want to awaken that. That's Qimen Destiny. Now, there's also Qimen Warcraft. Those who are in big businesses, tycoons, for example, use that to plan their business strategies. There's also Qimen Sage Path, the alchemy side of Qimen. Some people heard about magic and be able to manifest certain reality to actually cure illnesses, to be able to ward off evil energies and all that. That's Qimen Sage Path. So there's a lot of subtopics in Qimen, but primarily we can boil it down to one ultimate purpose. It's a tool to help you get whatever you want in your life with whatever you've already got in your life right now. That's the art of Qimen. Now you can plot an experiment with the Qimen chart by following the link that you see on the comment section or on your screen right now. And please follow my channel because I will be releasing a lot of videos explaining how these charts work and teaching you some fundamentals on using Qi Men Dun Jia to transform your life.